Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is, are you ready for this? This is the launch of the new Leorah kit. So this is what it looks like, one of the looks with the new Leorah kit, and I'm so excited about this because honestly, when I launched my first one a couple months ago, I don't know, I was hoping there would be more, and I was sort of planning that there would be more, but would I think that actually the first one would fly off the shelves the way it did and would actually be sold out in no time and we would have to so soon start to work on the next one? I didn't think so. I'm so super excited about this, and I'm so thankful to you, all of you who actually went and bought my kit last time. So this is the new one, and I have told you already, I think 2 weeks back or something like this, that we're working on this one, and it is a little bit more wearable. I think I used that term last time, and I do think it is a little bit more sophisticated, maybe less playful in the sense of being all over the place, crazy playful like the first one. But I think it is all just different sides of me and probably of all of us that we can just embrace, and I just love this combination so much. Anyway, let's go right into this. Of course, this video and all of this is in collaboration with Wrapunzel, and all of this is available on the Wrapunzel website. So this kit is going to retail this time for $33. Last time it was $35. This time it's going to be $33. And I have the confirmation from Wrapunzel that this time there are going to be more kits available, but it is limited edition, and apparently after this we're going to work on a new one. So I'm super thrilled. And one more thing before we go and wrap, I just want to give a big shout out to Atara from Wrapunzel, because you know what, I have been working with her on this, and it is very hard if you're working on something that it involves you having to respond and go back and forth, and we have a time difference, and we're basically on two sides of the world. And yes, with social media and with WhatsApp and all of that, everything is much easier than it maybe used to be like 10-20 years ago. But still, you know what, that woman, she is so forthcoming and so embracing of all of my ideas and my thoughts, and she has been with me through this, like, I don't know, wonderful. And I just want to say thank you, Atara. You have been the light of my life in all of this, so thank you so much. And one day I want to meet you and I want to be locked into the Wrapunzel storage room. You know, and then we're gonna sort out something. Anyway, so thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and also to the whole Wrapunzel team, Yehudis, the photographer, and of course Andrea, and everybody who is involved. You guys are making my day. You know what, it's amazing. So thank you, all of you who are watching this, and street sweeper going by, sorry. Anyway, so we're gonna go right into the first look. Okay, my ladies, this part is of course not really a tutorial, it is more like a playtime, okay? Let's consider it a playtime with the Leorah kit. And first of all, I'm going to show you the items of the Leorah kit. So this is the pattern scarf. This is how it looks. This is a new release. It has not been on the Wrapunzel website before, and I think this is super pretty. I want to have a dress like this. So it does have fringes, it is super soft, it is pretty long, and anyway, so you see the colors, it is teal and it is dark blue, and there is like browns, and I would almost consider it a little bit like oranges also. It varies from like brown tones and orange, and I chose it, so of course I love it. So what am I talking about even? Anyway, so this is that. And then we have the shimmery in navy with silver threads. And as far as I know, this is also new. The shimmery, of course, in itself not, but I think in that color with the silver threads, I think that is also a new release. And this is how it looks. It also has fringes, of course. And I think the shimmery, most of you probably know, it is a little bit sheer, as you can see. Okay, so you can either use it as a sheer one or build it up like this. So anyway, so that is the second one. And dropped the last one. Okay, so this here is the Tough 2-in-1 in bright teal. Just have to look down at my notes so I don't mess this up. So yeah, so this is the Tough 2-in-1 in bright teal. So the color combination together is of course obvious because you have all of those colors appearing here in the patterned scarf, and that's how they look together. Do you see this? How beautiful that is. Okay, so let's do a playtime, okay? And I think I'm going to try to recreate the look that I did in the intro. I honestly did not pay too much attention to how I wrapped this because the first time I put this on, I just wanted to savor the moment, you know, and this is usually what I don't pay much attention to what I'm wrapping. That's why I have the biggest problem to tell people which wrap is this, because honestly, most of the time I have absolutely no clue. So, okay, so I'm going to put this one down, the shimmery, and I have to be honest, you have to be careful. If you're wearing earrings like I do here, or small ones that like hook easily into things, you have to be careful with the silver thread. That is just the nature of scarves that have those threads, that you don't pull them out, okay? Or rings on your fingers or something, so be careful. I'm just going to tie a knot in the back, just because it gives me so many more options to play around later on with whatever I put down or come up with. Like this. And then I'm going to put down the patterned scarf, and I think I'm going to do it a little bit different than in the intro. In the intro I had the scarf lined up straight, so the lines of the pattern went like this over the shaper, and I want to try to actually put it on an angle so the lines will go on an angle. I think that could be really lovely, so let's try that. Something like that. And then I'm just going to place it down. Let's have the ends hanging down somewhat equal. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Okay, I'm growing more excited by the minute. You have to bear with me. Okay, I'm tying a knot here too, and again I'm just doing this so I have the free range of all of options that I want to do. Because if I don't do that, then everything starts shifting, and you know, I'm not up for this. So let's think. Okay, so let's just put that down too, a little bit to the back, like this. And now I have to try to remember how I did this. I think I pulled up the first part here of the patterned scarf and pushed it over like this, and I did open it up like this a little bit, because usually I'm not against just crunching up scarves, but in this case, because of the pattern, it sort of makes sense to have pleats. I guess is it called pleats? Something like that. And I'm going to tuck this in here, and I'm going to also take the shimmery, and I'm going to sort of line that here in the middle. In the middle of this layer that we just put down with the patterned scarf. And I'm also going to tuck this away like this. And now I'm going to take, you know what, this wrap is going to turn out completely different than the other one, the first one. So sorry, but I told you this is playtime, so it's not a tutorial. Definitely not. Okay, so let's just twist this here. These two, which is the shimmery and the patterned scarf, and just drape this over here, and then not go down here, but like line it up like this towards the back and push it in a little bit so the fringes still hang out like this. And then actually this one remaining one, wait, what are we missing? We're missing two here, the two of the Tough 2-in-1. So wait, like this, and then those two I'm just going to sling them over like this behind the last piece of the patterned scarf, and tuck this in here as well, and let the fringes even hang out too, because anyway they're all hanging out here. And this part, you know what, usually, because this part here belongs to this side, so usually one would have to go like this, but because we did tie a knot in the back, it really doesn't matter. You can just pull it off to the other side as well, And do the same thing what we just did with the first part of the Tough 2-in-1, and do exactly the same and also tuck it in here. So we basically end up having all the fringes here, and that's a look. There we go, that is a look. It's lovely, I love it. Okay, I'm going to show you the sides, and we're going to go into the next look. Okay, my girls, playtime number 2 with the Leorah kit. Can't wrap my head around it. Okay, so let's try to do something a little bit different with the setup, okay? Let's not start with the shimmery, but let's start with the pattern scarf. And this time I'm going to place it down just straight, because I think because all of these 3 scarves have fringes, so I think what could look really, really nice is if we would just have braids going down each side. So let's just try to do that, okay? All right, so I'm just going to tie a knot here with this one, something like that. And then I'm going to place down, which one should I take first? I'm going to place down the Tough 2-in-1 first. I'm going to open it a little bit, and I'm going to place it down on an angle like this, and I'm going to tie a knot again. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the shimmery, but from the other side. Let's just do this properly here. Like this. Sparkles. All right, and now I'm going to actually just braid both sides down on my head. On each side of my head. That's where I was going. Down like this. And now either you could take a see-through, like a clear rubber band, or you can do it the way I always do it, is that I just take one and flip it around and then tuck it through itself like this. And then I'm going to do the other side, and this looks charming. This is so charming. What am I doing? Like this. Okay, so there we go. That is such a cute look, and it is so simple, so easy to do, but it is so charming. I can't even believe that this is happening. It's so sweet. Yeah, so this is the second look of my playtime. Of course, there would be so many more looks to do. I think this is though going to be the last one, and I'm sort of inspired to do a look that is one of my favorite looks, which is either the Shelly wrap or the Kiki wrap. I really don't know because I'm so bad at remembering. So, and that is one where we wrap from the back to the top. Let's see how that works. All right, so let's just line up the pattern scarf here. Line it up at the back of the head like this, and let's try to have this being equal on both sides, more or less. Alright, something like this. And now I'm going to take the remaining 2 scarves and I'm going to place them at the back of my head. You probably now already realized which wrap that is, because I'm doing them all the time. Like this. Wait, we can only see one. That we don't want. We want to see both. So you have to place them nicely next to each other, like this. And then I always tie a knot here on the top of my head. Like this. Oh, this is going to be nice. I have a feeling, girls, that this is going to be super pretty. Alright, so this is where I'm taking this, and then I'm also cleaning up the other side here. Ugh, this wrap looks good whatever you do. This is always amazing. I just don't know this wrap. All right, very good. Okay, so now I'm going to try to sort out my life here. See what I'm doing? I'm just going to braid this towards the back. I'm going to tuck this in the back just for now, just for safekeeping. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And now I'm going to tie that behind my head. I'm going to tie this now in just one knot, but what also looks really, really nice if you tie the strands individually and you have 3 knots in the back, but it gives more volume then. Oh, I love this. Okay, let's just clean this up here a little bit. Yes, girl. Yeah, I love this. Wow, I'm in love. All right, that concludes the playtime. If you go ahead and order this, first of all, if you want to support me and use my code, and also in addition to that get 5% of your order, then feel free to do so. You find the information, of course, in the description box. And besides that, if you buy this and you do looks with this, please tag me, because I'm gonna want to see what you do with my kids. It's an honor to see you working with this and playing with this. It's so nice. It's like, you know, it's a little bit like watching your children grow up. I don't know. It's just, you get so much joy from the accomplishment of others, and that is also like how I feel with my kids when they accomplish something, and I'm so truly happy for them. So that is yeah, do that, please. Please tag me, okay? Anyway, so that is thank you for being with me in this and just sharing my joy in this. I'm so excited that Wrapunzel has given me the opportunity to work with them, and we are almost coming up to 1 year. It is unbelievable. I don't know. Time has flown by and we had so much fun, and I hope this is gonna just, you know, go on and prosper and be really good for everybody, for me, for Wrapunzel, and of course for all of you. And I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think down in the comment section. Check out, of course, the description box down below. And besides that, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I would love that. And go ahead and sparkle in the new Leorah kit, or without it, whatever you want. Maybe you just enjoyed the wrapping just like that, or use your own scarves. It's also totally fine. Anyway, so I'm gonna see you here next time for my next video, and up until then, hugs and kisses. Bye.